What is going on, guys? My name is German. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. Your boy just woke up and they dropped Jiren's details. Yes, sir. Jiren is here. Now, already saw some reactions. I haven't read what Jiren does, but I did see some reactions. And, whew, people are not happy about this one, fellas. I mean, let's go ahead and dive in. We do also have the Easy A's for Champa, Frost, and Boda Magetta. So let's go ahead and dive into the big boy right here, STR Jiren. Now, Jiren was the character that, I mean, let's face it, Jiren was the character that we really need to be good. And unfortunately, some of the reactions I've seen are not positive, so let's go ahead and dive in. USS 170% stats and 3 key, STR types 3 key 120, 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, and greatly lowers defense. 2 key, 200% attack and defense start a turn, and a 30% chance to stun all enemies at the start of turn. Super effect against all types when facing only one enemy. He gets 30% damage reduction when facing 2 or more enemies. Come on, dude. An additional 50% attack and defense, and a 50% chance to stun when performing a super attack. He gets a guaranteed crit on stunned enemies. Then he gets an additional 11% attack and defense, and performs a guaranteed crit when there is a USS or Tournament of Power participants category enemy. Really? Really? They're okay with this. They were okay with that. They said, yeah, sure. So let's talk about the huge thing here. You're never getting this. No. Unfortunately, fellas, you are just never getting this, man. This is like finding the Holy Grail or something like that. Maybe we get a USS Red Zone, but I guess it's just a normal celebration. We're not gonna get a Red Zone, right? Maybe we get tournament participants enemies at some point. There is none right now, right? No USS right now, no tournament participants. So you're never going to get this extra 111% attacking defense. Just flat out, no, never. Never, ever, ever, ever are you getting this. Why is his damage reduction locked with 2 enemies? 30% is not enough. Dude, it really isn't. 30% is not enough. Right? This guy's getting turned into a sandwich by most of these guys. He's getting slammed, man. Yeah, he's bad. I mean, he's not. I don't know how to actually describe it. No, you can't even see him in game. He's gonna be. He looks like he's gonna be very mediocre. Unfortunately, he doesn't look good. He's not. I mean, maybe he's in the top 10 easy ATURs, but he's really like not. I don't know. Just a lot of what is going on here. So, Jiren. Our best friend Jiren sucks. Unfortunately, that's pretty bad. I guess this. I mean, they're overrating the 200% attack and defense for sure. If this went down to 150 and they just guaranteed him the damage reduction, I think I'd be a little bit happier. But you're never getting this. I guess with a USS or tournament participant enemy, I mean, Jiren is going to hit ridiculously hard. I don't know what... Are his Easy A stats up? I should have actually pulled up STR Jiren before I did anything. But are his stats, like, here? Easy 8 stats? They're not. But he's at, what, like 20,000 attack rainbowed? Which is a lot, right? 20,000 attack rainbowed is ridiculous. 13,000 defense. And about... What is that? That would be... like 17,000 attack or something like that. I mean, he has some decent stats, right? But I don't know. This isn't going to work. I need to see some stats. I need to see him in game, but he looks like he's going to suck, unfortunately. All right, Champa. Now, this one I'm actually really excited about because, oh boy, do I need Champa to be good. I do love Champa, if you guys don't know, is my favorite god of destruction. So having an actual decent Champa would make me happy. But already I'm seeing some stuff. 30% defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and greatly lowers defense. Okay. 160% defense, no attack, start a turn, which I find. He gets an additional 120% defense when attacking. Universe 6 category allies, 2 key, 40% attack and defense, yes. And an additional 20% attack and defense when HP is 60% or less. 50% chance of 400% attack. 30% chance of 600% attack. And a rare chance of performing. What is that? Isn't that like 10%, 15%? Yeah, Champa sucks too. Champa sucks. I mean, this is cool. 600% attack when you're only going to see it 30% of the time. That's pretty cool. It's pretty valid. Kale buff, by the way. Kale buff. This is all I care about. Kale buffs. Now, one of these units was... Imagine if the EZAs were Tech Khalifa or Tech Khalifa and STR Kale instead. Like, they just get their own little mini EZA. Kale would be in a way better position, man. Champa sucks. That's it. Let's begin. Frost. 50% attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage to the enemy and lowers attack. 3 key, a guaranteed additional that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack and a 50% chance of performing a crit for 6 turns from the start of turn. 160% attack and defense. He gets an additional 180% attack and a 120% defense with a 50% chance to stun when performing a super. He's slot 2. So far, Jiren's better, right? Sure. He looks better. At least he's better than Champa, right? But you're not really getting much use out of this guy. High stats on super attack. So this is worth. I mean, it is cool. He gets 50% defense and stuff like that. So I guess it's not too bad. He's lowering attacks. So he could be useful for like Omega and stuff like that. Again, I'm looking at these units trying to find a way to like buff Kale. That's what I'm looking for when I'm trying to get these units, because these Universe 6 units, they were more important for Kale, not themselves. So, and the problem is that Kale needs a slot 1 character. Are you running Champa in slot 1, fellas? Are you running Frost in slot 1, fellas? I don't know about all that, man. All right. Boda Magetta. Now, this guy had the greatest potential. He had the greatest potential. Let's go ahead and take a look. 50% attack for 1 turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. I wish that was 50. For 6 turns, it's still very high. 3 key, 160% attack and defense. He gets an additional 10% attack and defense per Universe 6 category ally on the team up to 60%. He guards all attacks when there is another Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn when HP is 80% or less. An additional 60% attack and defense for 3 turns and a 30% chance of performing an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack. He's good. That's good. I think the one big issue is the Universe 6 restriction. You have to run essentially a full Universe 6 team minus 1 character. Right? Minus 1 character can be like a transformation boost character, because you'll be running these characters on Kale's team. That's pretty much it. So, honestly, he looks the best out of all the characters, man. You could put him, I mean, I don't know if you put him in slot 1. Maybe you can. You put him in slot 1, Kale in slot 2, and then, I don't know, have like Champa floating and hope that the AoEs don't murder you, but yeah, I can listen, I can see the vision. I can see the vision, man. I've been given the foresight to see how good this unit will be. This unit will be very interesting. I can tell you that much. At least, you know, they have something. They have something to fall back on, which is the guard. I really don't know how good their start of turn defense is gonna be. Right? On a full Universe 6 team, I think they'll be fine. But apart from a full Universe 6 team, I'm not too sure where you'd really run this character. That's all I gotta say. So, there you guys have it. There is all 4 of the EZAs. Unfortunately, fellas, my guys, man, my brother Jiren, my baby boy Jiren, was completely and utterly destroyed. He's not anywhere near the level that he should be, man. This is the oldest Dokkan Fest exclusive that has yet to EZA. Now we have his EZA, and unfortunately, he's just not good. Like, He's good. I don't even want to call him good. He's just not good. That's it. That's all I gotta say. He's there, I guess. He's just gonna be there. If you're gonna run him, you're just running him to run him. The damage reduction against 2 enemies really just should have been given to him flat out. If we're talking like 70% damage reduction, sure, man, I'm cool with that being restricted to 2 enemies, but we're talking about 30. 30 is not enough, as we've seen from the androids. 30 is not enough. 35 is not enough. If you want your damage reduction to be good, it needs to be 50. Nullify their damage in half, man. But otherwise, I mean, Jiren looks like he's just gonna stand there the majority of the time and just be a unit that sits there, and that's it. So, cool. If you guys made it to the end of the video, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about STR Jiren down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.